Hello, Idaho watch enthusiasts, and happy holidays! Sorry if I'm congested. I'm just getting over a cold. I've been feeling kind of bad. Welcome back for another video. Today is gonna be something timely for the season. This is a gift guide, so it's recommendations I feel like I can make, and they all basically fall into two categories. So we're gonna talk about storage and organization options and travel. I'm not gonna get into watch repair. I don't really wanna talk about watch tools and things because it takes training to use some of that stuff. It's not hard, it doesn't take much training, but a lot of people are afraid of messing with their own watches because they don't want to damage them, and I think that's valid. You have to get practice somewhere. I recommend everyone figure it out, but that's a video for another day. This is just easy gifts that I think make watch collecting a little easier. So, wristwatch check and pocket dump. Wristwatch check, of course. Wearing my Tissot PRS 200. I just put a battery in this. It's one of the favorite things I was able to learn working in jewelry stores and working around watches is sizing bracelets, cleaning movements, putting batteries in things. So this guy needed it. It was a lot of fun. It really made me appreciate the watch more again. Love those little blue subdials. Gosh. So yeah, also we just had Thanksgiving and I did not get a chance to see my brother, so I'm thinking of my bro who's got a similar watch in his collection. Kind of nice to have that on the wrist. So PRS 200 on wrist and pocket dump. So this is my Spyderco Delica 4. Very lightweight, half serrated, real comfortable in the hand. Made of a real nice steel. I love that they say what city makes the blades in. The Seki City, Japan. That's cool. So Delica 4. Knife in pocket. Also have my Gerber dime on me today. I feel like traveling kind of light. The Delica is a real lightweight knife. Gerber, teeny little multi-tool, but I really do love it. It's very handy. Used it yesterday, of course, opening bottles and cutting tags off of presents. It's actually my mother-in-law's birthday, so happy birthday, Beth. Hope it's a good one. And I put a zipper pull on the Rovivon A3 Gen 4, and that's on the pocket. So all the flashlight I could ever want, super lightweight. There's my very small, very carryable EDC. So that's what I've got today. Let's start first with storage and organization. Here is my first recommendation. This is not the best example, but it is what I use. This is a watch box. So you do need something to hold your watches in. It should be safe for them. They should have their own individual pillows. It should be a nice way to display them, in my opinion. And it should be lockable. So I know if I go out of town, I can close this and just lock it, and it's not super easy to get into. It doesn't have to be a vault, but just having them under a lock of some kind can be a huge peace of mind. So my first recommendation, a watch box. Now my second recommendation is gonna be a strap organizer, because one of the best things you can do to gift a watch collector is straps. And straps can be personable. Sometimes gift cards are good solutions. They can pick out what they really want, but something simple like this Barton Elite silicone strap. I've got a Hamilton brown leather strap on a deployant buckle here. Love these. Just something to breathe a little new life into the watch. Can't beat it. This is actually where I keep all my NATO straps and some spare leather straps I've got that I don't use a lot. This is a Fisher's, like a fishing kind of tackle box organizer. But man, it works great, and I can access all of the watch straps I need, and I keep some accessories in there too. As long as I can get to it, that's a win. And I know where it is, and it keeps them tidy, it keeps them out of the way. Perfect. The next gift option I'm gonna recommend is for travel. Think about your watch collector friend, or for yourself, who wants to travel with watches. Think of a watch roll. Here's one from Barton. It's a little snug for some of my watches, so you have to consider what it'll fit and what you're gonna be putting in it. But this watch roll is awesome. It's made of canvas. I've used this many times, and all you have to do is take the leather strap around the roll and kind of tuck it in. And it's really as simple as that. It doesn't have to be fancy. This is not an expensive one. The canvas and leather is always a good look. So I've enjoyed that a lot. It depends on how many watches I want to carry though. Sometimes I'm gonna keep one on my wrist and I'm gonna take one watch. You can buy these leather single watch pouches, and it comes with a little leather divider to kind of keep the bracelet from scratching the back of your watch. I love this one. It's super simple, $5 on Amazon. Here's one from Blue Shark Straps. If you've ever bought from Blue Shark, they make great NATO straps. So it's got a little buckle at the top. You can slide your watch in. It's just a little sleeve. I like that a lot. And then Amazon sells these by the truckloads. I've got the 2-watch organizer if I just want to take a couple watches. And then they zip shut. These are super cheap. They're not exceptionally well made, but they are tough and they are padded. Here is what I took on my honeymoon because it was such a long trip. I took a lot of watches, and so this stayed in my backpack. It's well padded. It's not real leather. They're just glued together. These are really cheap. But again, it's protection, it's organization, and I can throw this in my backpack, and then I have, in that case, 8 watches plus one on the wrist. So for really long trips, if you really feel like bringing a lot, that was a lot of fun. To have a new watch for every situation I needed, I was never hurting for something to put on my wrist. Of course, in that case, I left a couple of these spots open so I could buy watches while I was there. Another thing to consider is if you buy when you're out, how are you going to bring the new watch home, right? So we've got storage and organization, we've got travel. Here's a bonus one. Consider buying a jeweler's loupe. This is so cool. These guys you can use to look at your watch at a really close lens and look at the details. And it's super nerdy. It's definitely something that I'm gonna get made fun of for, but I don't care. I've used this thing. I love it. Obviously I used to work in jewelry, and so I do look at my wife's jewels and make sure her diamonds are still set well and everything's like where it needs to be. But I also look at my watches and look at the finer details and the small writings and the movements, and yeah, it helps me appreciate things on a smaller scale, so I think it's cool. Thank you for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The subscribing helps a lot. I really want to grow this channel. This is your reminder to wear your watches. Thank you. Quick cat check. Today I'm sporting the Caesar Porter. He is a little stray feral thing, but he seems real good and he does a job. We approve.